Okay. I did some stuff. Squeak. Engine's out. It's right here. And I got the other engine right here. And it is not a Max Performance Predator. Whoa! That's the cops. Okay, back on this CVT business. We got, this is the engine we're going to use. Since that one you can't easily mount a CVT to. And this one is, it runs. Let's see if I can get it to start. I had to, I do a little bit of fussing with it. So it runs. I drained all the gas out. Look at the color of that. That's, it doesn't even smell like gas. I don't know, weird. And I kind of lightly cleaned the carburetor. So when everything's back together. So we'll be putting this on there. And what else? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you. Hold on. So the guy who had bought this, he was told it was a Max Performance, right? Because of this tank. And I was going over things, looking at the wiring, and then I noticed, I don't know if you can see, this, see, this doesn't line up here, right? It's not, it doesn't bolt up to the Max Performance tank like it should. And then at first I was like, well, maybe it's the original motor from the black mini bike that's out back, because this thing has the same kind of flat mounting pad. And I said earlier that this is a dead giveaway to whether or not you have the 196 whatever motor. But then I was looking at, this is a non-Hemi. We saw, actually pulled this off the go-kart just the other day. And this thing has the same flat mounting pads, which I never noticed that before. So, and seeing how this one has the oil cutoff like a Predator, and this one doesn't because it's a mini bike motor, no oil cutoff. So I think what this is just a regular non-Hemi Predator, which is fine. It did have, it had this on here and this, so I did investigate it. It does not have a stage 1 kit. It has a stock jet, so I just took this off. And this is a air filter. It's going to be a placeholder. It's broken, but he says he has a new one, so we're just going to use this for now for mock-up. So yeah, let's I guess I'm just going to bolt this guy up to the machine here. It's in pretty good shape, and then after that, I guess we're going to have to trim the CVT to fit. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, nice fit. Now I'm gonna get some bolts. Reuse the old bolts. We get it kind of loosely bolted down. We'll get back. Okay, so here's the fourth one. I don't know if this Newts and Crate's such a great idea for this. I kind of fought it, but it's up here. I'm not changing it now. Okay, well now this is loosely bolted in. Slide it back on the crate. It'll slide back and forth. Not very far. So let's work on the CVT now. Okay, so I did watch a couple of videos on guys putting CVTs on these kind of bikes, and this is the normal thing to do, is to cut this chunk off. So I think I'm going to start with, I've got it kind of mocked up here. Got 3 bolts in, it should be fine. I'm going to draw an actual, this line's really good that I drew, just kind of, I'm going to draw an actual line, and then we're going to cut this, and we're just going to commit to this. You want it about an 1/8 inch above the frame, according to what these other YouTube guys have said. So there's my line. I'm going to try, I keep bumping you. I'm going to try to see if I cut as much of this on my little porta band. I don't know. I might end up having to cut the rest of it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just give it a try. Is this thing plugged in? No. So I just kind of tested it. I think I get it. I don't know. Well, we're going to see. Will you come on. Oh, I need that light. Excuse me. I'm not prepared. Can you see what's going on here? Let's go up a little bit. You know, I transferred my line to the back. Hopefully this works. I'm probably gonna have to trim the cover too. We'll see. Okay. And there we go. Got kind of dicey at the end, but man, these porta bands, very, very cool. They're not. Excuse me. They're a nice investment, you know. I mean, if you do a lot of silly stuff like I do, working on mini bikes and stuff like that, they're worth it. Okay, well let's try to bolt it up. Completely bolted down to the bike, and guess we'll go on like this and just see how this works. If not, we'll grind it if it don't fit. So okay, there is a problem I didn't see. It's that. Well, so just let me take care of that really quick, just like this. That's hot. It's hot. Use a rag. And, you know, I can always weld this back on if we ever want to reverse this, but I don't think he'll mind. I think I also have to cut this off. I'm pretty sure that every torque converter I ever installed, yeah, that plastic gets in the way. Let's see if I can just use the same thing. You guys getting shook up too much? You're on my table. I normally have you in our separate stand. That looks good. I did get new hardware because these kits, the bolts they come with, they don't go to Predators. I guess you probably already know that, but they do fit the stock mini bike motor, which is hilarious because I can't use the stock mini bike motor to use it for a CVT clutch because it has that stupid thing. Am I missing one of these? Oh, it's right there. get these started. And we'll just, I made this harder for me. I got to put this shaft in through the back now. That's fine. It's fine. Yep, good. Get in the socket. Probably want to cut this part out. Just guessing. Okay, we'll zap this down. Everything seems fine. There's not a lot of movement. I might, yeah. Let me take this off. I want to just put a little tick right here, just to clear this weld, and then we'll start test fitting the other CVT components. You know, like the driver and the driven and stuff like that. All right, I took a little nick out of there. I get a little more adjustment that way. I don't get much. I do have chain adjustment here, so no big deal. So we'll start with this little keyway. Looking at the right place. And then I'm going to use the supplied number 40 420 chain. And then this guy go right into place. And is there a washer for this? Is there a washer in my kit here? What is this washer for? I don't know. We'll find out. I bet that's to space out. See, this is the one for here. I think this one goes here. I bet that's to space that out just a little bit. Well, we're going to line this stuff up here. Toot sweet, you know? So, let's get this sorted. And I'm going to do just what they give you. And this crank's a little beat up, but it does work. I cleaned up the threads. I filed all this stuff. It's going to be just fine. Or is it? Yeah. Boy, did I clean up the... Oh! I didn't clean up the, that area. What's it called? The keyway. I was mocking this up with a different clutch. This one's brand new. So I'm thinking, let me get a file. Let's do a little touch up. This, like I said, this crank has been beat up pretty good. All right. Oh, it's just right there for sure. It's just at the end here. I think that's going to be just fine. Now we'll do our belt now. And these all have an orientation. Flat side in. Pretty simple. Can you let me get it in there? There we go. Brand new belt. This is the one that comes with the kit. This is an eBay clutch kit. So if you buy an eBay clutch kit, yours will look just like this. Where is it? There it is. Okay, it's gonna make me take this apart. Like I said, the keyway is a little beat up right here. Can you just give it a couple little love taps, maybe it'll go? That is more than I would like to do. Now I might have to take that off. Oh, it comes right off. Oh, I can see right there. It made its own little clearance, its own little burr. Oh, there it goes. Okay. That guy. I've probably seen all this before, but now I have a few bolts for this. Like this is the one, yeah. I went and bought a couple of different sizes of bolts, and these are, what are these? 18 by 24, 5/16, yeah, 5/16, 28. God, my brain. 5/16, 24 thread. Same thing with the, yeah, I think this is the one. I do want to put a washer here. A little scatterbrainer. Yeah, it's the same thread as the side case. So if you're curious, these are hardened washers I got. I got this from one of my cousins is into racing go-karts, and he gave me a bunch of cool stuff when I went down to visit him, because he knows I'm into oh yeah. Now we're going to take a little bit at a time and just look at the alignment. Yeah. Huh. It seems like this needs to come out just a little bit, just to be happy. So let's take this apart. I'm gonna work on this a little bit, and I'm gonna get this all aligned really nicely, and then we'll move on. Okay, well, I got it pretty well aligned. It's kind of hard to see on camera. It's not exactly perfect, but I ended up taking out the one they give you in the kit, and I had some double thick washers that I'd made. So I just replaced it with that, and now we're pretty well aligned. So now we got to figure out the chain, and I hope the chain is not going to be a problem. I don't think so. I think everything will be just fine. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, well, everything went pretty well. Believe it or not, I didn't have to trim the original chain. It just fit. But there's one little problem, and this is kind of hitting right here. But I have, he gave me a bunch of parts. So I have this guide, chain guide. So I'm going to do this one-handed. So I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to weld this on to right here. Space it out. It's just it's a bolt and the chain slapper guide thing. So we'll get that slapped on. I'll get some washers and spacers and stuff, and let's you know, move forward, because it is hitting. See, like, I'm pretty sure that the chain, I mean, almost clears, but I think when you're riding it, it'll just slap the heck out of that thing. So let me set up my welder and get this little guy welded in. Ow! That's on camera, burning my flesh off. Okay, I got that in. Got a little spacer and a washer, and I put a lock nut back there. Trimmed the bolt down, which was a pain in the ass. I had to take the tire back off, put it back on. Would not recommend. But now we have nice clearance between the frame. You know, at least most of the time it won't slap the frame. So, pretty good. Now what do we move on to next? I can try to get... let's put all these bolts in here. I'm going to put this cover on. Just ignore this hole. Like I said, this is from a different project. It's actually from the van cart back in the day. So we can trim this real quick, get the cover going on, and then I got to get somebody to help me get this thing down because it's up on the table here, and it was not easy. It took 2 adults to get this up there. Alright, well, you know, I was almost got this trimmed out. I was trimming along, you know, doing it real nice, and then I realized I had it completely upside down. So this is totally ruined now. Great. Alright, the next thing I want to do is this throttle cable is super rusty. I mean, it just, I mean, look at this. I pulled it off and it's just pure rust. So this whole thing's garbage. I'm just gonna, I need this boot. But this can all go right in the trash. There's no way. Oh, look, my pieces from my mistake. Yeah. I looked it up, it's like 20 bucks for another one of those. So we're just gonna not have one for a while. I don't know, this one's supposed to be for a different project, but I'm not sure. I don't think that project's going to happen, so if it is, I'll just buy another one. So in these kits, this is a different brand, but it's all the same thing. It's got this one cable, which is really nice. It's a nice, thick, heavy-duty cable. These ones will work. I've used these on throttles before, but I kind of prefer these guys, just because it's just like the original, you know? You just have to kind of take them apart. These are for mountain bikes, so I always cut this little stupid thing off. And then just pull the whole thing out, because you need to get this, whatever that is, off. So, boom. I could have kept that for length, just to figure out how long to make this thing. And now, we put this stuff in here aside. It comes with cool stuff, like, see the end of this is bare. See that? There's nothing. This other end has like a little metal cap. And this bag comes with those little caps. So always keep those. And then you have these little crimps that you can put on the end of your cable when you're done, if you want to be all super fancy. And these guys we'll just put up for now. There's a little short cable in there for brakes. I've used that for some stuff too. But we need to take apart the throttle. And I notoriously struggle with these because they're kind of fidgety, and this one's kind of old. So I think it's going to be no exception to the never mind. You just have to watch and see. Yeah. It's got a little silly puck in there. Now, since these are usually a little bit, these kits are a little bigger, you have to drill these out. But then it's fine, because then you have a cheap replacement for your cable. Instead of going online and buying one for like 25 bucks. So this cable that I dropped on the floor, this doesn't really fit in there. It's a little bit too big. So there's a crack in there too. This thing, it'll last as long as it lasts. So I'm just going to go get a little drill bit. I'm going to drill this out and then put this all back together, and then we'll size it up for its throttle cable length it needs for the bike. Okay. Okay, I've got a 1/4 inch drill bit. Turns out that's about the right size. So we're just kind of slowly or fast, we're going to drill this out. Kind of wiggle it, give it some room. Then this guy slips right in. It slips right. It slips right in. I need a bigger drill bit. All right, well, I found this bit, and it turns out it's something like a 9/32. Might be metric. I don't know. It's a little sloppy in the 9/32 hole. So we're gonna re-drill. Let's get a little bit more room, and then it's not 1/4 inch. 9/32. Yes. Yes, that's it. Tight fit. Just like that. And you've modified your... This looks like the same ones I buy. These like $15 eBay ones. I'm pretty sure that's what this was on this thing. I don't know if it was original or not, but... Okay, so now I'll put this all back together. And you don't have to watch me struggle with this. Because it's kind of... Unless you want to. I say a lot of cuss words, but I guess as long as you don't cuss in like the first 30 seconds of a video, you can still be monetized. Just if you were wondering. So I learned something the other day. Take this out. It won't come out. So I'm just going to put a twink in the end of it. And then the little stupid thing. And then this, like that, and then this, oops, upside down, and then Phillips. Cool. I actually did it pretty fast that time. There's been times when I had to like cut the footage, edit out cuss words. Okay. Well, I got time. I'm going to slip this thing back on. And I'm going to use the metal ferrule that's already there. Just cut this twinked end off. These are getting old. These used to be my go-tos. Yeah, and you just making your way downtown, walking fast. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to cut now. Okay, it's still up here because I don't have anybody to help me yet. So I've got it kind of mocked up. It's screwed down. This thing makes some noises. I'm not sure how long that's going to last. But we've got it mocked up. We've got it routed. Turn the wheel to the left. You know, wherever the longest stretch is of the cable. We don't need this mile-long thing here. So, hold on, let me get you a stand here. Okay. That's really... Sometimes I do that. Make it smudgy, and I just leave it. So what we're going to do... I'm just going to... I have a marker. I think this is a paint pen. I don't know. Yep, paint's coming out of it. And I'm going to mark this thing so I know where to cut the sheath. So... without cutting away, let's see if I can do this. So now we're just going to pull it out. You see what I'm doing? You can't see what I'm doing. I'm pulling it out here. Pretty much all the way, but I don't think I have to go all the way. So here's our mark. Let's use a cutoff wheel. Alright, now we just kind of push it back. Hold on, let me back you up there. Alright, so now there's a spin to this. So if you spin it one way, which would be this way, it'll unspin it. So what I like to do is while I'm pushing this in, I spin it. You know, you can see. It's like, if you're looking at it straight on like this, it's clockwise or whatever, but you just kind of spin it as you push it in. Keeps the cable wound up.
Are you Neil recording?
Yeah, I'm recording right now.
Oh yeah, my bad.
It's alright. We'll work our way. Yeah, I'm already out the end. So we're good to go. It's my son. He's a high schooler. My youngest kid's in high school now. So now we'll use one of these little things that come in this bag. I got a whole bunch of them, but I'm just going to use one of these. I've done so many of these, I probably have 100 of these little guys. Get in, there we go. You just take this and you can slide this over that. It's a pretty tight fit. It looks really pro. Now we don't need all this cable. So I'm just going to cut off long, about like that. And this guy, I'll get you a closer here. Now that you don't have to be far away. But this one is missing. Usually there's some back here. This one only has this one, so that's why I kind of chose to do it this way. I'm just gonna hook it up, and then we should have a throttle. So let me get this hooked up. You know how to do this. Phillips screwdriver, 10mm. We'll hook this up, and then maybe, is that it? I think we're going to be test driving this thing pretty soon. That'd be cool. Okay, that last shot was completely crap. Okay, that's for you, Wesley, not for them. So, I've got the throttle hooked up. Get too much light. Let me turn. Let me try this one. This might be better. There we go. Yeah, so I got the throttle hooked up, and here's one of those little crimpy things I was telling you about with the cable. And then back here, I don't know if you can tell, I put a spring from the muffler to the end of the throttle here, and everything seems to be good. I'm getting full throttle. Yeah, nice. So I'm going to put this back together. This is still clicking up here. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know. That throttle might not be long for the world, but I'm going to put this all back together, and I'm going to find somebody to help me put it back down the ground. Go Power Sports. This thing needs rotated too, which sucks because the sticker's going to be crooked. It needs to be like that, like one screw over. What's up, guys? We're out on the trails again. I got the mini bike. Don't mind all my stuff. I've been doing a little bit of test driving. I did have to, I went on a first little ride and the chain was hitting. So I did put a washer here and here. So that fixed everything. It also, for some reason at first, this clutch wasn't opening up. I don't know why. I think it is now. Might even just because it's brand new. I don't know. I don't know. It's alright. It's pretty fun. I don't know. I think what we're going to do, though, is I'm just going to put this thing on my head, like I always do. And then we will go for a ride together. It's really cold today. It's like freezing cold. I don't know why. Well, it went from normal regular weather to freezing cold weather. I was like 28 degrees last night. So I got gloves and a coat and all this other stuff. So it is kind of cold-blooded. I don't know. This thing is kind of a mishmash of a bunch of parts. Let's see if it'll start without the choke. No. I don't know. It's like it's warmed up now, and it's still sort of cold-blooded. I don't know, but it looks pretty good. You know, it tries to wheelie. Pretty sick. Turn this around right here. Not sure about this handlebar position. I guess the other guy was kid hat. I don't know. Whoa, bottomed it out. Well, just my seat of the pants dyno. I think it does about 35 or 40 maybe. I don't know. Woo! Big tires are cool. Really, beat the heck out of it and still feels really stable. Woo! Yeah, that, I don't know, if it was out here I don't think it would hurt my arm so much. It's really stable. Kind of cool. The bigger tire helps with the ruts and whatnot. Hope you can hear me. This black stuff is cold, believe it or not. You ever wanted to know? Low bridge. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Pretty cool, actually. Kind of regret the fact that I have to give this back to the guy. That's all right, I got one similar. Oh, okay, come on, give my hat back. Yeah, I think it's pretty rad. It still smells like brand new, because the muffler's brand new. CVT's brand new. The engine, I don't know, it's really clean, but it's got some scarring on it, so I don't know. Oh, I had to adjust the brakes right away. They're pretty much maxed out. I might see if I could have some brake pads that'll fit this thing, or get some or something, I don't know. I tried putting the mirror on. You can't see nothing. So what now is the thing for this? Now we got it running, riding pretty nice. I think the thing to do is I want to try to get the headlight working again. Of course, it's a Predator. So I think I can take the flywheel out of the original motor and put it on here with the charge coils. That would be cool. See, now he wants to use this for like a hunting rig. So he's thinking about putting some like ammo cans right here on either side, like saddle bags, stuff like that. I think he's gonna get a new fender, because this one's pretty, that's my tripod, that's not part of the bike. Get a new fender. What else did he say he was gonna get? He's probably gonna need a throttle. I figured out why it was clicking. I didn't quite have it assembled. No, it doesn't click. But yeah. How about see if we can get some cool action shots. That sounds like fun. thing's fun. What are you doing? Neighbors. You're never too far away from people. At least not far enough. Come on, Cliff. Is it recording? Yes. Alright, well, these people have discovered me. I'm leaving. Now it's starting without a choke at all. Mid-June, something or other, I don't know what that is. I think if I practice, I could really get the wheelies down on this thing. I'm just not necessarily a daredevil. Man, I'm kind of old. I can do it though. But this thing is pretty freaking awesome. It's funny, I've been trying to find one like this for a long time. And even though this one isn't mine, well, that's cool. Look at that freaking truck. I get to live vicariously through my friend with this sweet mini bike. That's like an extended cab, quad cab. That thing is righteous. You see that truck? That's cool. So I'm just going to ride home and we'll finish out the video there. Woo! I think his front shocks are a little soft. I don't know, maybe there's replacements. Seem to bottom them out. I mean, I'm a pretty heavy guy, I guess. It's right at the max weight limit I imagine this thing's supposed to have. Alright. Alright. This part's really rough. Let's see how it does. Oh yeah, no problem. Alright, here we go. Let the horse bend again. Okay, we're back home. This thing's cool. This fender sucks. I think I made it worse. I'm gonna have to get some more Gorilla Tape for it so you don't lose it. Man, it's so cool. I don't know, it had some bugs. It was fighting me, but I won. It's a whipper again. Very cool. We just gotta finish off, you know, like, I figured this is like stage 1. We'll continue on this thing. We'll make it really cool. I guess I'm just gonna hang on to it until it's how he wanted it. So, I mean, whatever. He wants it cool, and it's already getting there. All right, guys. I'm gonna call this the end of the video here. All my leaves. It's leaf season again. These leaves never leave me alone. Dad jokes. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later. CVT actually installed this time. across his head. Uh-oh.